Mars in Leo is in a fixed fire sign and represents the boldness and courage to not back down from what one desires and to express extravagantly and passionately one's desires. Imagine one is on stage interfacing who they are with a crowd of tens, hundreds, thousands. It does require some element of courage to put yourself out there and to express your talents. A Mars placement in a zodiac sign like this represents the passion and courage needed to express one's talents, and in and of itself will represent someone who's not only talented but can display their talents through any action. There's this zest and ooze, and I would say almost, what's the word? Um, Not extravagance, but flamboyancy. A flamboyancy in one's action that adds a fun to what they're doing. The fixed nature of Mars in this sign, similar to Taurus, will represent one that is stubborn, but relative to, unlike Taurus, that's going to be more natural and physical and sensual, Leo is going to be more heartfelt. And there's going to be an outward expression to the range with which they can sow their oats. I mean, express and take action. The fire element, of course, similar to Aries, is going to speak of passion. But unlike Aries, that's more cardinal, this fixed nature of fire is more focused. If you think of like a bonfire where people can come around and really share their stories, as such, you will find this placement in those who not only confront their fear, but like a hero confronts the fear of other people so that they can be heard. This is the classic whistleblower placement. In the tarot, you will see this as the Seven of Wands, the person who does not back down, nor do they concede. That being said, relative to the extroversion that comes with this, Leo is the first of four social zodiac signs after the individuals. So this Mars and the next three Mars we will speak on represent a desire for socialization, social activity. Given that Leo is the integration of one's individuality on stage, this will also represent a desire to perform one's talents. It doesn't matter if someone is introverted or extroverted with this. They don't always have to like to go outside, but there will be that desire to perform their actions. And this is definitely experienced in bed. Especially when it comes to the fun and the passion, the flamboyancy and extravagance that one can express during lovemaking or just good old-fashioned whatever that means to you. All right. I would say the pros to a placement like this is just the boldness and talent alone, and the creativity that comes into taking action. They can add different elements towards coming into placements like Libra, the presentation of what they're doing. These are the Mars that are going to give a little bit more care towards what they're doing and what it looks like. Cons to this, of course, could be, being a bit too prideful in one's actions, being a little bit overconfident in what one does, and maybe, I think, being too strong or forceful. Not in a way maybe a cardinal Mars may be pushy, but in a way where the fixed nature of this can cause one to not accept criticism or to maybe approach situations with a bit of narcissism. Not that that's even wrong, as long as it's not a disorder, but to the extent with which they don't allow themselves to maybe have their own actions or opinions challenged. Dealing with a Mars in Leo needs strength, passion, and courage. You can't be dealing with these people weak and not confident in yourself. You being able to do something is one thing, but you being able to do that in front of others and to actually maintain the strength of what you're doing while still looking creative and awesome with it is what really gets to these people's hearts. And this is what allows natives of this placement to do awesome things. things being left vague, because why not? If you would like more insight into your Mars placement, you can schedule a reading on thepeacedealer.com and we can look into it with you. Peace.